Okay, what's up, everyone? Monday morning here, 10 a.m. We're going to integrate a three-statement model into this marketplace financial model. Before I get started, let me do a sound check, guys, and don't forget check out smarthelping.com for all the financial models and services you'll ever need. Keep in mind the model I'm upgrading today is part of the SaaS bundle. And we've actually gotten through all the startup models in our top 20 templates, and now moving on to so there was 10 startups in there, that startup models we updated. We're now moving on to number 11, which is going to be this one right here, marketplace. It's only $45 one-time fee, and this has already got a cap table in it, which is nice, and it's good. So we're just going to be doing some finessing on the formatting. We'll add the income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement. Let me just check my audio. Test. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's good. The audio's working. Um, Keep in mind I've got my monitor set up coming on Wednesday evening. So by Thursday I'll have a better screen, but at least you guys can see most, I think, down at row 22, this area. So I'll keep that in mind as I'm doing this. I'm in the process of doing upgrades on over 60 startup models on smarthelping.com. This is number 11. So first things we do are let's update all this formatting here to our traditional coloring, which is going to be light yellow with blue, royal blue text. So we'll do that, then I'll go through and get all the tabs in that we need, change any names, and then we'll bring in the three-statement model. We'll have to definitely do some finessing here because this template already has a cap table. Basically, this allows you to define how activity happened on the network over time and how much fees the platform is taking based on that activity. Okay, there's that color, and then we want a lighter yellow. There we go. Let's do all of this. These are just fixed expense assumptions by line item. This is actually going to change to just startup costs. We'll have a CapEx schedule specific to the integration part, so we don't need that. So these would be things like legal, consulting, just general things that you got to do before you can actually launch. No depreciable items in here. You just want tax deductible items. That the depreciable items will be in the CapEx schedule we add. You put a reserve in here. Maybe some development. No, all my templates, you should know that the inputs are arbitrary. When you go in and fill out the simulation for your startup, you'll enter all your own data based on what you're actually building. We've been pretty productive. I got this down to kind of a science now, and it only took me 2 days last week to do the integration for the lending as a service platform. So we'll try and keep that pace up for today or for this week for this one. Okay. Yep, I know there's going to be a reference error until I update the rest of this, which is fine. CapEx we do not need anymore. We're going to have a different spot for this. Okay, so formatting on the current model is good. These are going to be updated. Let's update tab names now because we have to have the same tab names and we need spaces here for the integration to go smoothly. So validation 1, this will be called annual detail, monthly detail. I'm just changing tab names at the bottom to match. This actually is not relevant and this is not relevant. This is debt schedule. And then we're going to have to add some tabs here. So 1, 2, we'll have CapEx. Terminal value. We don't need inventory. I think I actually need to put this in here though, just for the integration part. We'll change this to distribution 1 as well. Let me see anything else. That should be good. Now let's do our 3 statements. So our tab colors. All right, so we're going to add income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, monthly and annual. So income statement, monthly, and we'll be sourcing the data that's in here that the monthly and annual detail has produced based on all the assumptions. So the really reporting we're doing here is on top of that for more formal financial reporting. And I know this is this is going to take a long time, but I believe it's worth it rather than creating more new templates. I want to have all the old templates I've done in the past 4 or 5 years. I want to integrate them first with all this new logic, just because I think it's increases the value a lot. And no, I'm not raising prices at all for anything. Okay, so that's done. We'll call this version 4. Now we go ahead and get all of our tab data from the base template into here. Oop. Just in C. Perfect. So we got that one. We want CapEx. The positioning here is very important. That is the same. Cap table we don't need. Terminal value. Inventory we don't need. Startup cost we have. Income statement we definitely need. And we'll probably do valuation based on trailing 12-month revenues on the marketplace. With integrations on finished models, at first it always seems a little overwhelming, but then everything comes together. The reason why I take this from a previous template is this logic is complex, very prone to error. So by having all the integrations, because the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement are all connected with formulas and they need to match. So I've already got all that logic that exists, and I found an easy way to integrate it into other templates without having to redo everything. It's just a matter of positioning. So we're getting pretty good at doing these. All right, that's in there. Distributions, we're going to leave it as it is. This is going to be min or monthly detail. So in this model, I hard coded this, but this will actually be a calculation now in the new version. So I want minimum of 212. Now, so you see how there's all these references for, product as a service workbook and then the monthly details. So what I've done is put in all the tab names that we need. And now I'm going to go find replace, and I'm going to take this bracketed text and I want to replace it with blank. So we go replace that with blank across the whole workbook and replace all. Dang it. Okay, what did we miss? What did we miss? So we got to undo because there was something not right. Cap table. Monthly. I must have named a tab wrong. Usually when you do that, if you've done all the things correctly, you'll just see a replacement of like 14,000 cells. Balance sheet. What could we be missing? It's just a tab name issue right now at this point. So global controls, fine. Debt schedule, capex. Startup costs? Startups cost S. So there's my error. Let's fix that. Okay, let's try this again. So we go find replace. We got our text in there, replace all. No. Okay, where is our issue? Executive summary. Distributions 1. Okay, so there's one thing. All right, we go again here. Place. Okay, we got it that time. Nice. So now, see all this logic in the income statement? It's all linked together within these tabs within this workbook now. So that's our goal. We also have a lot of other calculation and schedules in these other tabs that are linked in as well. So we don't got to manually do it all. Okay, so that's half the battle there. We can now delete the inventory tab. We don't need. Let's give these a darker shade. And we can start fixing all the things we just broke. So uh, let's start with the timing and the validation tab. So we've now moved the start year and end month are in different positions than the old model had it. So we got to update these links. So we want to start right there with that. Annual detail. Start with the first year. There we go. We're actually going to change this to 2019 just for the sake of the model, but you'll be able to adjust these to any launch year, and you just need to update all of the tabs with the different timing drop downs based on whatever year you select for the launch year. All right, this has got to be a drop down. We don't need the NA anymore because we're now manually defining if the terminal value is included or not in the on the end month. So we're doing trailing 12-month revenue. Yep. Yep. That's good. We don't need this input. Okay. Trying to think of any other main things that are probably broke here. Monthly detail. So this was checking, let's see, if C3 was the end month. Now it's going to be C6. So let's change that. So basically I want to put anything that said C3 should now be C6. Come on. 6. Only on this sheet. Okay. Gotta update this. So this is also start month is gonna be of the template right there. Perfect. And our end month here, let's see if we start at 19 to go to 2023. And let's widen this out. All right, looking good. Looking good. Now that we've done that, well, it's only 25 minutes, and this is about, so if day one, I usually do get all the tabs in, update anything that's broken, and then day two's more of the linking up. I'm going to do some formatting though. Oh, we have to update this. So this is going to be this number, and then these are all inputs. payments per year. Okay, this is black. This actually will be an input. These are all inputs. Okay, and interest is going to be, we want to start that right there. And then we just do if we assume that terminal value is going to happen, or terminal value is going to be included. So if that equals yes, then we want to pull the end month, which is C6. Otherwise, NA. Okay, so this is good. That's updated. We have to then put in this logic here, this front string. This just does a calculation for the total payment if there is an exit, if we are including the terminal value. Now I should be able to drag this down, and then you can see end month we pay everything off. And if we were to enter no here, it now just runs into perpetuity till it's over. All right, so put total here. Okay. That schedule's good. Startup cost is good. This is fine. This is fine. CapEx, let's update this. So we want to take out grid lines. Extend all of these. Wrap the text. Also, this is now going to be part of data validation for the date of expenditure. We're cooking with gas now, guys. Drag this down. Actually, make this staggered. We got our light lines. Okay, now you can select the months, name, all this stuff. Terminal value. Now this one, we actually won't be calculating till we actually get into the calculations of the three-statement model. Okay, we're making progress. Let's format and keep in mind, everybody, if you're watching, now that I'm only doing one template integration a week, hopefully, I mean, I'm planning on being done with this, but you know, within hopefully, well, if I do one a week, I've done 10. This is number 11. I've probably got 60, so 50 left, 50 weeks out. We got about a year from now. But in between, so I have been doing one-off templates that I've been trying to do that every couple weeks. So last week I think I did a free IRR calculator, and then the week before that I did a value add real estate model. So I am taking suggestions on any like one-off, like one-tab templates or financial calculators. If you guys have any ideas that you want to see me do, I'll take that into consideration. And because this is only going to take me, I think, on average 2 days to do the integrations. So the rest of the time, I can do other things if there's a good idea. Call this Marketplace Z LLC. Okay. Oh, and then you can see. So yeah, real estate flipping calculator. This was a really cool one. And then last week I did a free tool, this IRR targeting. And so this was actually a very interesting way to look at IRR modeling based on a target, and then you put in your investments and any distributions, and it'll show you your ending balance, what it needs to be to reach that internal rate of return. So that was pretty cool. And then the value add real estate thing was awesome. I've actually already had a couple people get into that one, and it's good. Okay, so we're just gonna finish formatting here. Columns 15. Get rid of the grid lines and freeze this. And then tomorrow I'll go in and actually update all these references and make sure we're matching everything that we got with the original model. We don't need inventory. Alrighty. So that's good. All this will need updated to match the new formatting. Well, really it's just some of these cash flow items at the bottom of the monthly and annual detail we have to update. All the revenues and expenses are good. We'll have to update the index tab. Alright. Well, let's update. Wait, this is actually still good. Row 212. So that's fine. This is actually going to be. So this is going to be sourced from our cap table that we already have in here. Let's see, how did I do that? I think this number. And then this will just be the sum of all this share percentage. And then owner, operators, company would be this last filler row. Okay, that was, let's see, this can be yellow. Bring this over here. Okay, actually, so this wants to reference this number. Yes, it's circular error, but paste this. Oh, not that one. This one. So this is the total needed. We actually will then take any remainder off of from investors. So you need this minus what you get from investors. Oh, what the heck? Shoot, how did I set this up? These are all inputs. Well, I guess we put the min equity required is going to be this total. And then you'll have to manually do it here. And honestly, so this is just going to be this total minus the sum of what you've already got. Okay. So investors, why didn't I pick up their total? These will all be cleaned up at the end. Debt funding. So is this not coming through? Hold on. Yep. So this has got to be updated. So this is going to be if D4 equals debt schedule start month. Then pull me out this, otherwise 0. Because if I change this 250 to 0, then that should go up. There we go. All right. And then we don't need 500,000. Okay, good. Let's open these up real quick. I'm just trying to see what. Okay, another date issue. Let's get this updated. All right, why don't we have information here? L3, what's cap table L3? Years of investment. So C2, so it's not 120 months. It is C6. Welcome to the world of financial modeling, by the way. This is what a lot of guys do to make money. They'll get a template and they'll have to update it, and this is what it's like. All right, why is this -3? So year of C, so 2019 minus. Wait, what was that? What was C2 before? I'm actually curious about this. I'm gonna pull it up. So this was the original model before I updated it. So where's the cap table? C. Oh wait, no. Let's get in here. Year of C3. Global control C2. Start year. not years of investment, the actual year of investment, because this cap, okay, I see. So, don't save. So in this model, the cap table allows you to actually put in funding amounts that are not not always on the first month of the model. Like all the other integrations I did were any equity investments coming right at the beginning. This model lets you make it variable, which we can keep that in, but now we have to update this. So now actually I need to minus that from the start month. Let's launch year C5. And this is the year of investment. So if I were to put this into 2020, it's now going to be 2, and that will affect the IRR calculations we did in the distribution over here for the discount period. Okay, so now it looks like that's coming through. We got an IRR in here now. Awesome. So see all these errors and things that broke all have to do with timing and dates. That's usually the case with integrations. All right, so this looks good. Good, that's all changing. Um, Now, so we have all this formatted. We'll have to update these financial model or statements here tomorrow, but I think we've got everything else looking good. So this is a good stopping point. Um, all right. Well, don't forget, check out smarthelping.com. If you have any suggestions for some calculators you want to see built that you think are useful, I will look into that and possibly do it. If you want to see a list of stuff, so this is where we just finish off we did the mobile app, lending as a service, and now we're doing marketplace, and then we'll do open pit mine, gym fitness center, used car dealership, mobile home park, that'll be a good one, security monitoring services, food truck, general rental business, self-storage possibly, that's more of a real estate one, but maybe. So yep, we'll be upgrading all going down the line from most sold to least. And yeah. Alrighty, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll try to finish this one up and get the overview video done.